Hello, and welcome to Mindshift Media, the place where we explore the fascinating landscape of our minds and how understanding them better can help us live more fulfilling lives. I'm your host, Teodor. Let me start by asking you something. When you hear the term mental health, what really comes to mind? For many, the phrase might immediately conjure images of struggle, illness, or maybe hushed conversations about therapy. Perhaps it feels like a topic reserved for when things go wrong, a crisis point rather than a daily reality. But what if I told you that mental health is far broader, far more fundamental, and actually far more positive than many of us initially assume? What if understanding mental health isn't just about managing problems, but about unlocking potential, building resilience, and cultivating genuine well-being every single day? Today, we're stripping back the jargon and the misconceptions. We're diving deep into the simple yet profound question: what is mental health really? We'll explore why it matters profoundly to every single one of us, bust some common myths, and discover simple, actionable ways to nurture our own mental well-being. So, grab a cup of tea, find a comfortable spot, and let's start this mind shift together. All right, let's get to the heart of it. Often, we define health by the absence of illness. You might say you're physically healthy if you don't have the flu, a broken bone, or a chronic disease. And while that's part of it, true physical health also involves energy, strength, vitality, the ability to move through your day with ease. Mental health works in a very similar way. It's not just the absence of a diagnosed mental illness like depression, anxiety, or bipolar disorder. While managing and treating those conditions is a crucial part of the mental health spectrum, it's not the whole picture. The World Health Organization offers a great definition. They describe mental health as a state of well-being in which the individual realizes his or her own potential, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively and fruitfully, and is able to make a contribution to his or her community. Let's break that down. Realizing potential. This means feeling capable, having a sense of purpose, growing, and learning. Coping with normal stresses. Life inevitably throws curveballs, deadlines, disagreements, disappointments. Mental health involves having the internal resources to navigate these without being completely derailed. It's about resilience, working productively. This isn't just about your job. It's about engaging meaningfully in your activities, whatever they may be: work, hobbies, caregiving, learning, contributing to the community, feeling connected, having positive relationships, and playing a part, big or small, in the world around you. So, you see, mental health is dynamic. It's about feeling good, functioning well, and having the resilience to bounce back when things get tough. It's about thriving, not just surviving. Think of it like a muscle. It needs attention, care, and exercise to stay strong, regardless of whether you have a specific injury or not. It's a positive asset, something we can all cultivate. Okay, so we have a broader definition. But why is this state of well-being so crucial? Why should we actively care about our mental health on a daily basis? Because it touches literally every aspect of our lives. Think about a time you felt truly overwhelmed or stressed. Maybe you had a looming deadline, a difficult conversation ahead, or you were just juggling too many things. How did that feel? Did you find it harder to concentrate? Maybe you were more irritable with loved ones. Perhaps your sleep was disrupted, or you reached for comfort food you wouldn't normally eat. That's your mental state directly impacting your thoughts, feelings, behaviors, and even your physical health. Good mental health acts like a foundation. Relationships. When we're mentally well, we communicate better, have more empathy, and can build stronger, more supportive connections with friends, family, and partners. Work and productivity. Good mental health fuels focus, creativity, problem-solving, and motivation. It helps us perform better and find more satisfaction in our work or studies. Physical health. The mind-body connection is incredibly powerful. Chronic stress, anxiety, or low mood can contribute to physical ailments like headaches, digestive issues, high blood pressure, and even weaken our immune system. Conversely, nurturing our mental health can positively impact our physical vitality. Decision-making. A clear and calm mind allows us to weigh options more effectively, make rational choices, and trust our judgment. Resilience. Life will have challenges. Strong mental health equips us with the coping mechanisms and the emotional flexibility to navigate adversity, learn from setbacks, and bounce back stronger. Imagine building a house. You wouldn't just focus on the paint color and the furniture, right? You'd ensure the foundations were solid, the structure sound. Mental health is that foundation. It supports everything else we build in our lives. Investing in it isn't a luxury. It's essential maintenance for a well-lived life. Now, let's tackle some common myths that often cloud our understanding of mental health. These misconceptions can create stigma and prevent people from seeking support or even just acknowledging their own needs. Myth number 1: mental health only matters if you have a mental illness. Reality. As we've discussed, mental health is a spectrum that applies to everyone. Just like everyone has physical health, everyone has mental health. We all experience stress, sadness, and challenges. Nurturing our mental health helps us navigate these universal human experiences more effectively, whether we have a diagnosed condition or not. Myth number 2: mental health struggles are a sign of weakness. Reality. This is incredibly damaging. Experiencing mental health challenges is not about being weak or flawed. It's a human experience often influenced by biology, life circumstances, trauma, or stress. Acknowledging you need support or are struggling actually takes immense strength and courage. It's like saying someone with asthma is weak for needing an inhaler. It makes no sense. Myth number 3: you can just snap out of it or think positive. Reality. While positive thinking can be a helpful tool, it's often not enough on its own, especially when dealing with significant distress or a mental health condition. Mental health is complex, involving brain chemistry, thought patterns, behaviors, and external factors. Telling someone to simply cheer up can feel dismissive and invalidating. True support involves understanding, compassion, and sometimes professional help. Myth number 4: talking about mental health problems makes them worse. Reality. The opposite is usually true. Sharing your feelings with a trusted person or professional can be incredibly relieving. It reduces isolation, helps you gain perspective, and is often the first step toward finding solutions and support. Keeping things bottled up tends to increase pressure and distress. By challenging these myths, we create a more open, understanding, and supportive environment for everyone to prioritize their mental well-being without fear or shame. So, knowing what mental health is and why it's vital, what can we actually do to nurture it? The good news is, it doesn't always require grand gestures. Small, consistent actions can make a huge difference. Think of these as pillars supporting your mental well-being. 1. Cultivate self-awareness. Action. Regularly check in with yourself. Ask, how am I really feeling right now? What do I need? This could be through journaling, quiet reflection, or just a mindful pause during your day. Understanding your emotional landscape is the first step to managing it. 2. Foster connection. Action. Make time for meaningful social interactions. Call a friend, have dinner with family, join a group or club. Strong social support is a powerful buffer against stress and promotes feelings of belonging. Quality over quantity often matters here. 3. Prioritize healthy habits. Action. These are the basics, but they're fundamental. Sleep. Aim for consistent quality sleep. It's crucial for emotional regulation and cognitive function. Nutrition. A balanced diet fuels your brain as well as your body. Notice how different foods make you feel. Movement. Regular physical activity is a proven mood booster and stress reliever. Find something you enjoy. 4. Practice stress management. Action. Find healthy ways to cope with stress. This could be mindfulness or meditation, spending time in nature, engaging in hobbies you love, deep breathing exercises, or listening to music. Identify your personal stress relievers and incorporate them regularly. 5. Know when and how to seek help. Action. Normalize seeking support. If you're struggling persistently, feeling overwhelmed, or noticing significant changes in your mood or behavior, reaching out is a sign of strength. This could mean talking to a trusted friend or family member, contacting a helpline, speaking with your doctor, or seeking therapy or counseling. There are so many resources available. Remember, nurturing your mental health is a continuous practice, not a destination. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. Some days will be easier than others, and that's perfectly okay. Start small. Choose one area to focus on and build from there. So, as we wrap up today's exploration, let's return to that initial question. What is mental health? Hopefully, you now see it not as a looming problem to be fixed, but as a vital, dynamic part of your overall well-being. It's about your ability to feel good, function effectively, connect with others, cope with life's inevitable ups and downs, and reach your potential. It's something we all have, and something we can all actively nurture. It's not about achieving a perfect constant state of happiness, but about building the resilience and self-awareness to navigate the full spectrum of human experience with greater ease and understanding. Your mental health journey is unique to you. Be curious about it, be kind to yourself throughout it, and remember that investing in your mental well-being is one of the most valuable investments you can ever make. Thank you so much for joining me on Mindshift Media today. I hope this conversation has sparked some new perspectives for you. What are your key takeaways? What's one small step you can take this week to nurture your own mental well-being? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And if you found this episode helpful or inspiring, please show your support by hitting that like button, subscribe to Mindshift Media for more conversations like this, and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future episodes where we'll dive deeper into specific strategies for thriving. Until next time, take good care of your mind. I'm Teodor, and this has been Mindshift Media.